Hello everyone, my name is Effendi and today I'll show you the steps I've taken so far until finally I can get a teaching job. Alright, especially during this pandemic. So for your information, I lost my job in May 2020. It hit me hard and made me feel so sad and stressed. Alright, so here we go. First, you need to prepare all the documents. It's including your CV, cover letter, certificates, transcript, and also your passport. Alright. However, actually, passport is like the second step. So basically, you need to have these four things. Alright. Once again, your CV, your cover letter, your certificates, and also your transcript. And actually there's another additional document. I mean, it is not compulsory normally, but it's gonna be great if you have it, which is your teaching statement, because you are going to teach. So I think having a teaching statement would be beneficial to you. Alright, so for the CV itself, you need to make sure you create an outstanding CV. You need to make them to think like, oh, who is this person? I really want to talk with him. I really want to talk with her. Alright, so make this kind of impression with your CV, because this is how to say, if this is an advertisement, it's your hook moment. Alright, so you need to make sure you catch their attention through your CV. However, there is also very important document that you need to prepare, which is the cover letter. So some people, they just created one cover letter for all the job that they are applying for, right? So this is not good. All right, this is not good. You need to make sure that you have multiple cover letters to make sure that you have the right one for each job vacancy. But effectively, all of them are just teaching job. All right, I know. They're just teaching jobs. I mean, like, yeah, their job description are gonna be like more or less are the same. However, each schools has its own values. All right, they have their own mission, they have their own visions. All right, so make sure you create a personal cover letter that connects you with the schools. All right, so once they read it, all right, they're gonna think like, oh yeah, I think this is the right person for this position, so I'm going to give him a chance, or give her a chance to interview with me or with us. All right, so those are the documents. And then the next step is you need to, not really need to, I mean, it's not compulsory, but it's gonna be great if you have your teaching demo video. All right, so this video is it's also important because some schools, they will ask you to provide them with your teaching demo samples, especially if you are teaching, I mean, if you are applying for a position, what is that, a homeroom teacher's position. All right, so I mean, like, I do not have that much experience, but I got a few schools back then when they asked me to provide a teaching demo, so it's gonna be great if you have it. All right, and then like you are so ready to find a job. So the next step is find the job itself. All right, so finding a job, all right, or finding job vacancies, the first thing first you can do is sign up on some teaching career websites. Like here I put a note already, ISS Scroll, Teacher Associate, or Test.com. Those are great websites. You can apply, you can sign up there, and then you fill in your data and then find the right jobs for you. And then like for example, ISS Scroll, I've been their member since 2017, so it's been 3 years actually. And thanks to this ISS Scroll, like, I found so many good schools. And the good things about this ISS Scrolls, some schools, they will provide to you, I mean, with the information about their salary, their about the job description. Like, some schools, they really provide like super detailed information over there. All right, so another thing is, if you want something free, all right, like if you don't want to pay anything, you can scroll through school websites. All right, so let's say there is like super international school of of Indonesia, I don't know, like Jakarta Super International School, for example. All right, so you search on Google Jakarta Super International Schools, visit their website, and then just check to their, like, if it's not under About Us, sometimes they have their special button under Contact Us, or sometimes they just put it in their footer. All right, so you just scroll it down and then you will see a vacancies or career. All right, so anything related to it, or even jobs. All right, so each websites, they have their own site map, so please visit the jobs by yourself. And then the next thing is, actually this is quite new. Actually, I did it this year. I've never done it before. So we have what we call as a virtual job fair. All right, so this virtual job fair, there are so many good or great international schools, top international schools, from tier 1 international school to tier 2 international schools. So there are so many international schools that's normally now they're doing this virtual job fair, because they cannot do a, what is that, the old style the old style recruitment, I mean like the normal recruitment process. So they are doing this this virtual job to find the right candidate for them. All right, so that's, and then okay, before I move on to the next step, this step, I need to remind you, this step is very tiring process. All right, because you need to scroll through those websites and then find the right job for you. Okay, and then the next step after you did this step, the next step that you can take is actually create your how to say, is there any term for that? Well, I call it like, if there is a comment bank, question bank, so blah 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 blah, there will be like job vacancy bank, I don't know, like normally I'll just store all the information first. So when I found a job vacancy, I won't apply it right away. I will just copy it on my Google Sheets document or on my Microsoft Excel. Alright, so I create a database over there about the name of the school, the position, even if it's gonna be great if you can find the information about their salary and then the deadline. Alright, so let's say I will do all the research for a week, and then after I created this database, I will sort it out. All right, so I will start to process the information, okay, from their deadline. All right, which one is like, which one is the closest one to the deadline. All right, so I need to make this as a priority. And then this next one is, which one is the best school so far, which is links to your value the most. Okay, because like, I know money is very important, I know it, but guys, like some schools, sometimes I believe like all schools, they have really good vision and mission. However, sometimes some schools are just, how to say, they are not meant for you. All right, so it's better for you to sort it out. All right, so that's why it's really important to know about the schools before you finally move to the next step, which is applying for the job. All right, so after you filter the vacancies, you apply for the job. And then after you apply for the job, you need to wait. Give them time to process your application. But if you think you give them enough time and then like there is no news from them, it is time for you to send a follow-up email. All right, so normally I give my time like a week until 2 weeks. All right, so let's say if you really want to work with them, after a week, just send them an email, a follow-up email. Let's say, hi, my name is Effendi, I applied for this position, blah 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 blah, have you checked my document, blah 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 blah. All right, Google it, don't be lazy. All right, so the next step is, let's say you got an interview invitation. All right, so you did your interview, you aced the interview. All right, you need to wait again. And don't forget to say thanks. Just saying thanks, like thank you for your time, blah 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 blah, to show your appreciation. All right, so that's the way how we show our appreciation to them. Okay, and it can create like after interview impact, though, like a very positive impact for your recruitment process. All right, so the next one, let's say you got hired. All right, let's say you got hired, you are so happy, but don't forget to read the contracts carefully. All right, read the term and the condition and everything. Okay, sometimes, all right, sometimes it is better for you to take down the job offer, all right, until you finally find the right one. Okay, so let's say you did all the process. All you need to do now is like pack your stuff and go. So if you have any questions related to this teaching job process, please let me know. And I'm so nervous actually, because this is my first time ever vlogging using a full English, and I take everything in one shot. So thank you so much, and bye bye.